Hi guys, and welcome to the completion of another garden. I'm trying to keep my hands still because some of the comments we said that I moved my hands like Magnus Magnusson. I'm going to try and keep really still. Well, I can't. There we go. Look at this hedge. I love this hedge. This was the small version of the hedge. We had to economise. We wanted to put something quite big and pleached, but we had to come in on the client's budget. So therefore, we still gave them this wonderful hedge. Petunia, you know it as a red robin. It's quite easy for projects to go over budget, so my job is to make sure it either comes in certainly no more or even less than budget. Thanks to the guys at Kiba, they kindly sourced, it is real York stone, but it's all the broken pieces that can't be sold as large unit paving. They call it crazy paving, I call it beautiful. Look at it. Married that with some Cotswold flat shingle from Country Supplies, a sort of a self-binding gravel, and then we've got the celeriolii in all the gaps around the outside, so then that's going to grow into the gravel and eventually make it even more like a garden. Let's talk about the planters. They are made from user class 4 treated timber, so they're not going to rot in the ground for a minimum period of about 15 years. We stain them grey with Oatrol, one of the water-based products, to give them that sort of grey wash. I didn't want them to look that sort of bright new pine greeny sort of colour. The plants in this garden, we did have visions of grandeur, but we didn't have the budget. And that's sort of echoed around the rest of the garden. However, these things are going to grow. When the client sat on the bench, it's going to make you feel as if you really sat in amongst the planting. Some purple and yellow, two different types of euphorbia. My favourite grass again, Stipa tenuissima, Aconochlora, Japanese grass, Pachysandra terminalis, lots of hostas. And again, another cost saving that we had, what looks like a tiny sort of shrub. Well, it's actually quite an exciting shrub. It's a Cornuscusa China Girl. The flowers on there are sort of four-sided star shapes. They look absolutely beautiful. The one that we had in our vision for this garden was about £1,500. It was 3.5 metres tall, about 2 metres wide, and would have looked absolutely stunning. However, a few years' time, that's going to be that vision. The client was happy that we managed to satisfy their brief with the exact same planting plan as we set out, but we just had to tone down the size of the plants. This is a Euonymus alatus. In the spring, this is just going to be a complete flourish of beautiful green leaves, and in the autumn, they go almost as if they glow in the dark, and they're bright pink and purple, and then of course they fall off. There's another one over here as well. They're both the same variety, and the reason why they've grown differently is this one's had a lot of space in the garden centre where it's been stored, and as you can see, this one has probably had about 10 surrounding it, and they've all had to grow upwards. We've got this beautiful Acer. Look at the red stem, yellow leaves throughout the year. That's just a great contrast to the rest of the garden. We've come to the beginning of this beautiful, what's going to be quite tall hedge, Elaeagnus. You normally get about 12 inches a year out of an Elaeagnus, so 2 years, 3 years, that's going to be a beautiful hedge. Clip the front, going to go skywards. Onto the decking, millboard. Yeah, we went through lots of different options here. We've got the balustrade, the posts, and the stainless cable. We elected to paint the entire substructure black and also the posts to give a good balance against the grey of the smoked oak enhanced grain millboard. And the clients wanted a little bit of privacy when they're sat up on the top of the deck looking at the view of the Chilterns in the distance, and these amazing panels. Special thanks to Will from Metal Garden Screen. Brilliant quality, exceptional packaging and delivery. I can't iterate how good the quality is. Very, very happy with the powder coated steel. The laser cutting is sublime, and I will most definitely be using that guy again. If you do have any questions, give us a call. I've been Karl Harrison for Karl Harrison Landscapes Limited. Tune in next time.